In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can process any videos using AI with Gemini and Claude. Because right now, we can have AI here to actually taking text, screenshots, or audio files, but it never took anything about videos because there's frames, there's actions, there's a lot of things going on in the video. And by having a video file that we can pass it to AI and have AI here to understand, summarize it for you, and process that for you, this is going to be a game changer. And furthermore, if you take a look at one of the video that I did, I simply just provide a clip and is able to generate me a TLDR, a summary of that video, and also gives me a timestamps on exactly what happened in each scene. So, which is really detailed, and we can be able to do this entirely using Claude Code and also Gemini with its own video understanding model. So with that being said, if that sounds interesting, let's get into the video. Now, before we get started, you might be wondering why we should not use Claude Code for video processing, but why should we use Gemini instead? Well, the answer is this. For Anthropic here, you can see Claude doesn't have the video processing capabilities by default, but for Gemini, it does have that feature. So what happens here is that if you have a video, you want Claude to process it. And essentially what Claude does in the background here is basically taking the videos that you have and using Python script here to chop it up into different images and try to use those images, right? So analyze the video with Claude. The workaround here is slice the video into different images or different frames, transcribe the audios separately. You can see that that has to be done separate compared to what Gemini does is Gemini has this field feature built in. You simply just upload the video and Gemini here is going to basically understand or summarize that video for you and pass it back to Claude so that you can be able to use Claude here to perform further actions. So essentially what other people does with this combination is they are using Claude, right, as your front end, right, where you can be able to pass a video to Claude. Claude invokes Gemini here to read the video, receive the Gemini's analysis, right, from that video, and then writes code or be able to perform any actions based on that analysis that Gemini provides. And that's essentially how we can combine Claude and Gemini here to using that to understand videos and performing further actions. So with that being said, let's take a look at how we can be able to set up this combination to connect Claude here or Claude Code with Gemini's video understand. So in that case, what we're going to do here is I'm going to head over to my Visual Studio Code, which you can see here. And essentially what I want to do here, you can see I have a folder called a Claude Cowork folder, or in this case, just a bunch of clips. And essentially what I want to do here is you can see that these clips here for the name, for the video file here, I want to actually have Gemini here to reading through each clips, like watching through, process it, like what actually goes happening inside of each clip and try to summarize it, pass it to Claude Code, and Claude Code here is going to rename each and every single one of them, right? Short and concise, using the right keywords so that in the future, I know exactly by looking at the file name, I know exactly what that clip is about, right? So that's essentially what I want to do is using Gemini Video Understand here to understand the video, using Claude Code here to rename those files and eventually be able to shorten down so that we can convert it into a dictionary that we can be able to look at the file name to know exactly what the video is about. Okay, so since we already have the clips already, right? There's this entire folder here that contains all the clips that we want to have Gemini here to look at. So what we're going to do first is building out the skill here to have Gemini to connect it to our Claude Code. And first thing first going to do here is I'm going to take this entire page for video understanding on how it actually interacting with Gemini API. I'm going to click on View Markdown, and you can see we get the full Markdown. I'm just going to copy this entire page, head over to Claude Code, and I'm just going to using the skill creator here, right, to basically look at this. So I want you to take a look at this entire Markdown file. And basically, this is how we're going to create a skill that can basically take a clip like a MP4 or like any kinds of video file and just going to pass it to Gemini to understand and summarize the video. So that's basically what I want to do. I want you to create a skill that can help us to summarize that video. All right. So the input is going to be video. The output is a summarization of what happened in that video. Create a skill. And then once you create a skill, please tell me exactly what information you need. Where should I set the API keys? And then we can have this working. So I'm going to provide that prompt and I'm just going to have Claude here to actually creating the skill based on this markdown file. And then right away you can see is asking us to generate the API key for Gemini. And furthermore, you can see for the API style, should we want to use the generate content, which is a stable version, or using a beta version. So I'm going to choose the stable version here. And here I'm going to choose enter. And in terms of the output detail, so how detailed should the video summary be? So short and detailed, or concise summary only, or detailed breakdown only, like the full timestamps play by play. Now it depends on you. I'm just gonna go with a short detailed. So both like 2 sentences, the TLDR, followed by the timestamp breakdown for the key events. This way you don't losing any context, but you also have a summary at the top. And it also gives Claude Code here to summarize, to decide, okay, what kind of, how should we be able to rename this file, right? So I'm going to choose enter for that. And in terms of the video source, should the skill accept? So local file only, or you can also accept the YouTube URL. I'm going to choose that to be open-ended. So we're going to have the local files and also the YouTube URL as well. So I'm going to click on enter for that. And where should the summary go? So should we be like a file plus a chat, or just a chat only? So in this case, I'm going to go to save a chat only here. Okay, so just going to click on enter here. And I'm going to submit the answer, and then it's going to go ahead and process it. Okay, and in the meantime here, I'm going to go to this link and try to get the API key for this entire Gemini API. So in this case, I'm going to head over to this link right here. And this will basically be our Google AI Studio. So you can see here, this is our Google AI Studio. And simply what we had to do here is just going to create an API key. I'm going to create a new key right here. And in terms of project, simply just going to create a new project if you haven't created a project yet. So I'm going to choose my project here called Eric Tech, and just give it a name. This time it's going to be video understand, right? And we're just going to create a key. And then before we go any further though, here's basically the pricing based on the Google's Gemini Developer API. So here's the cost breakdown. So I think the Gemini 2.0 Flash here is no longer supported, but essentially if you're using like the 2.5 Pro or 2.5 Flash, or even the latest model 3.1 Flash, you can see that this is how much it costs, right? So roughly around $2-ish for 1 million tokens. But you can see here that roughly for a 2-minute video, right? Using like 2.5 Flash, for example, the cost will be roughly around 0.009 cents. So less than a cent for the entire analysis. So 1 million token here is actually a lot. So you can see just 2-minute video here, it probably takes like a fraction of that million token. So that's how much it costs. And just to confirm, I also have asking the same question here to Claude, and Claude did a research. You can see that the cost research for 2-minute video is this. And then that will summarize down less than, or in this case, like around 1 cent on a cheaper end, like using like 2.5 Flash. But if you're using like the latest model or the newest model, like 3.5 Flash, then that's going to be a 6 cents, right? Around 6 cents for just 2-minute video, which is still less than $1, which is really cheap. So what we're going to do here is we're going to see how we can be able to use it. So right here, you can see I basically instructed to moving that skill over into this current projects. So I have this video summarize skill that it creates. And here you can see inside of that, there is a .env file. So what we're going to do here by default is using the 3.5 Flash. But if you want to change it to using something cheaper like 2.5 Flash, we can also do that. So I'm going to choose using the cheaper end here. And then in terms of the API key, because we already have got that, so I'm going to copy that over and save it into my .env file here. Okay, so once we have everything all set up, the next thing I'm going to do here is triggering that skill, that video summarize skill that we just created, and using that to basically summarize a video. So that's exactly what I did. I basically provide the actual prompt. So inside, I'm not sure what's happening here, but basically, I just provide triggering the /video summary skill and providing that clip, right? That video 1 clip, and just enter it. And here you can see this is what is summarized. So it's calling Gemini underneath it. And here you can see this is the TLDR. So it's a 7 seconds animated logo reveal for Claude Code work. And here you can see this is the timestamp, right? And if we were to actually close this and take a look at the clip, so I'll show you that one more time. This is what the clip will look like, right? So you can see this is the clip, and it's just simply just logo showing. And then we also have our Claude bot here animated. So that's basically what we have. Now here you can see this is what we can do about this is because the goal here is that we want to rename all of them. So I built out a new workflow skill called clip rename workflow. And underneath it is actually using the skill video summarize and calling different sub agent here with the dynamic workflow to basically try to fan out and fan in, right? So here you can see this is what it looks like. So I basically create a skill, right, called the synthesize rename workflow. And here you can see it takes a folder of like MP4 files and it's calling this workflow here to fan out multiple sub agent here. For each sub agent here, it's going to take a clip, okay? It's going to summarize it, try to using that skill to summarize the video using Gemini. And then it's going to give 5 options for the title on how we should be able to name it. Then we have another sub agent here to review the summary and also the title options that it gives. And then it's going to vote for the major wins on what we should name for this file. Then it's going to go ahead and try to rename that file and synthesize everything. So in that case, what we're going to do here is I'm going to start a new Claude Code session. And here you can see this is the entire folder. So I did the first file already. So this is just for testing. So you can see it called Claude Code logo review particle bots. So the next thing we're going to do here is we're going to do that for the rest of the 17 files that we have here. So I'm going to trigger the workflow called the clip rename workflow right here. And just going to pass in this entire folder. And now if I were to trigger this, and this should spin up multiple sub agents here to fan out and try to run this.
Before we jump back into the tutorial, I want to show you something I've been testing recently because this solves a problem I keep seeing with small teams and internal tools. So basically, a lot of businesses end up running everything through Google Sheets. Leads, client tracking, approvals, all of it just slowly turns into one giant spreadsheet. And it works, but eventually the sheet becomes a mess because now everyone on the team has access to raw rows, formulas get edited accidentally, and non-technical people hate using it. That's basically what Good Taco is trying to fix. So what I'm going to do is connect one of my existing Google Sheets, and instead of rebuilding everything from scratch, I can just describe the app I want in plain English. Like I can say I want a cleaner interface for tracking clients, assigning statuses, and filtering projects. And it generates an actual internal app on top of the spreadsheet. And the nice part is the data still lives inside Google Sheets. So I'm not migrating databases or rewriting my workflow just to test something. Good Taco is basically acting like a layer on top that gives the team a much cleaner interface to work with. So instead of sending people directly into a spreadsheet where they can accidentally break stuff, I can just share the app with the team and they interact with that instead. Honestly, this feels way more practical than spending weeks building internal dashboards or custom admin panels for workflows that already exist in Sheets anyway. They've got a free trial if you want to test it yourself, so I'll leave a link in the description. All right, let's get back into it.
Okay, so now you can see the dynamic workflow here is being triggered. And now let's say if you actually want to see the entire workflows, having multiple agents here running and what is the status, simply just going to type in workflows right here instead of a terminal. And you can see this is the one that we're currently running here. You can see we have 63 agents here running at the same time. So in this case, if I were to click on enter, you can see that we have different phases. So the first phase is summary, which is basically passing each clip to Gemini here to summarize it. So you can see here that everything are all complete. Then it's going to move down to the stage 2, which is basically generating titles for each clip based on the summaries that Gemini give. Then once that's done, then here you can see we also have a reviewer where it's going to review each and every single clips, right? And based on the summary and the title option that it generates, and eventually is going to rename those files, right? So far you can see these are the files that are currently about to rename, and the one that are checked here is basically successfully renamed. So now if I were to open this, right? Open the file explorer, and I'm just going to click on one of the scene, for example, is the man opens the mailbox. But you can see that the man here actually did open the mailbox and retrieve the letters. So which is pretty accurate about what this video is currently doing. And it's giving different names here. And basically the name here is exactly what are the objects and what are the things they're actually doing inside of it. Okay, so that's pretty much how you can be able to use Claude and also Gemini Video Understand here to have video to be processed using Gemini, and having Gemini here to give the response or the summary to Claude, and have Claude here to do some post-processing, like rename the files, or be able to use that to do debuggings or all kinds of action or use case that you actually wanted to do. And it now is part of the workflow. So if you are interested to get a skill, make sure to comment, or in this case, check out the description below for the skill for this video, and I'll make sure to drop that skill over. So pretty much that's it for this video. If you do find out in this video, please make sure to like this video, consider subscribe more content like this. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next video.